Welcome to a Marvel Snap deck highlight. Today we have what I think is the best Thor deck in the game right now. Thor, very powerful 3-drop, has 4 base power to start and shuffles Mjolnir into your deck. Mjolnir is a 0 mana, 0 power card that on reveal grants Thor +6 power. This synergizes very well with our other key card, Lockjaw here, which is another 3 mana card with 2 power that says when you play a card here, swap it with a card in your deck. So the basic idea is you're going to play Thor, you're going to put Mjolnir in your deck, you're going to draw it out, you're going to play Fetch with Lockjaw, and Lockjaw is going to put that hammer back into your deck and pull out one of our other more expensive and powerful cards in its place. This brings us to the next key card in the deck, which is Jane Foster, the Mighty Thor, who says on reveal, draw all these 0-cost cards from your deck. In addition to pulling Mjolnir out to work with Lockjaw and Thor, Jane Foster also grabs us our 4th and final key card in this deck, Wasp, which is just a 0 mana, 1 power card. Something to note when you're playing with Wasp in this deck is you essentially never want to play this card out early just for its stat line. This is a 0 mana card that we want to be holding in case we pick up Lockjaw, because Wasp can go into our deck from that Lockjaw location and get out something incredibly powerful. The rest of the deck just kind of comes together in powerful on reveal effects. So we've got Wong in here. That's not strictly necessary, but works well with the non-Thor portion of the deck. Odin also works incredibly well with Mjolnir because you can Mjolnir plus Odin on turn 6 together to boost up Thor a whopping extra 12 power, giving our 3-drop 16 total worth of stats. At any rate, hope you enjoy the games that I have for you here today. I think they do a good job of showcasing the raw power of this deck under the right circumstances. Remember, if you do enjoy it, tap that like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss anything. I do deck highlights, game news updates, and other tidbits of wisdom for Marvel Snap here many times per week. Also, if you're interested in live streams, I stream in the evenings here on YouTube and during the day at twitch.tv/Jeff Hoagland. But for today, enjoy some Lock Thor here on YouTube. Okay, so I think I like Thoring on 3 rather than Lockjawing, because I would really like a Mjolnir in my deck to grab with Lockjaw. I think we'll Thor center. Yes, poker is also a crazy neat game with a simplistic base rules. Well, Lockjaw over here to the right. I want to set up so that way when I'm white tigering, my white tiger has a chance to go right, because cards with no abilities in DC have +3 power, and our tiger has no abilities, so it'll be a 10 power card over here. I would love to draw Wasp or Mjolnir this turn. Are my 2 ideal draws. It's a Wong. Okay, so I think I'm gonna snap them here. We get to Jane Foster, who draws every 0-cost card from our deck, which is Wasp and Mjolnir. And then next turn, we'll get to Wasp, Mjolnir, Lockjaw, plus Dr. Doom or White Tiger, depending on what the board state looks like. Maybe I'm actually supposed to Jane left here. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to Jane left here, actually. All right, and what's in my deck? My deck is Odin. My deck is Hobgoblin. My deck is Black Widow. Black Widow, Odin, Hobgoblin. So what I want to do here is I want to Dr. Doom before I play the 0 cost, because I want the Dr. Doom to be in my deck when these go, so that way I have a chance to get Dr. Doom a second time. We might lose this game because I didn't play Jane on the left. It's definitely possible. Hobgoblin, hop on over. Mjolnir powers up Thor. 1 in 3 to get a Dr. Doom again here and win left. Doombot, tippy-dot, my Doombots. Really love the Doombots, whipping up some Doom. Yeah, yeah. Got him. Really, really good showcase of what this deck's looking to do there. Victory. I think I snap Sanctum Dr. Doom. Oh, snap. I think we snap Sanctum Dr. Doom. We've got Widow Wave Doom as a curve here too. It's not every deck has the ability to get into this location, and the fact that our deck both does and we have it in our hand heads up here is great. Obviously, I have to play into the face down location because on reveal effects won't happen here. Okay, that's fun. Wait, I guess this actually doesn't do a lot for us, right? Because Nowhere is here. Sanctum is good for us, but Nowhere is kind of not. Favorite card. Dr. Doom is up there for me in terms of favorite cards. Jane Foster is at least a stat stick we can eventually play center. This is probably just like Dr. Doom cloning Vats, Jane Foster middle, Dr. Doom cloning Vats again. Their waved card was a Nova. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Glad we snapped early, chat. So we're gonna have 18, 19 mid, 14 right, 10 left. Okay, so this is the real Mysterio. They might get us here. This is the real Mysterio, so this is +5. This game's gonna be close. So they're, yeah, huh. Yeah, we might be dead here. I guess this is better than Dr. Doom because it gives us more power here. Is this enough? Is Odin, because we're losing middle. Because they have 18 here, and we're only going to 19 here, and if they play any cards, Bishop gets bigger. Is 17 enough to win right? It might be. Let's see. It's a lot of cards, chat. Why not Wasp left? Not an option. Are we good? This is only 16, right? Whew! That ended up being very close. Very, very close. We needed the Odin drop. The second Dr. Doom would not have been good enough there. We'd have been -3 here. Again, we're basically never playing Wasp out early. We're saving that to flip in with Lockjaw. Oh. Oh, what if Mirror Dimension ends up being a Nexus as well? That'll get real screwy real fast. A native widescreen PC version is coming, chat. They are definitely aware that that is something that is needed. They just didn't have it ready for the global launch. That is a second Nexus. Opponent snapped. Opponent snapped. What's my deck look like here? If Wave Thor, Odin, Wong. God, if I hit a Wong, I kind of go insane, right? I'm staying in through the snap for sure. And even the wave here is fine, because it lets me Dr. Doom instead of White Tiger. Deck has 4 cards in it. They are Odin, Dr. Doom, Jubilee, Wong. I want to be honest, chat. I don't know how the math works out on this. Oh, that stops my Lockjaw from happening. We won somehow, chat. Don't ask me to explain how the double nexus works. Just take the 4 cubes and cash them in, okay? Add them to the ladder points. I have not a clue. I'm sure somebody could go back and count exactly how these things were interacting with each other, but I don't care enough to do that. So if someone figures it out, DM me on Twitter. I'd be happy to know. Yes. They're also a Lockjaw deck, but we have a Wasp and they do not. Have a Hobgoblin, friendo. Hopefully they don't have an Odin. There's a few different Lockjaw decks in this game. This is not guaranteed to be a mirror. There's a little danger here in giving them a Widow's Bite because it gives them a free thing to Lockjaw with next turn, but, you know, YOLO. How many times can a card split? Like 15? A lot is the answer. Slightly above average turn 4. Slightly above average turn 4. Kinda, sorta, a little bit good. That power here is granted to other locations as well. A 3rd energy this turn really doesn't do anything for us. I'd love to Black Widow, one of my favorite disruptive cards in the game. Give them a Widow's Bite to deny them a card draw, and then it eats up a space on their board. Yes, 5,000 credits is the cap. I basically never come up against the cap, chat. I spend my credits and upgrade my cards as soon as I get them. Credits are always the bottleneck in this game. You will basically always have more. You'll basically always have more boosters than credits if you're playing anything reasonable. Yeah, there's the Sarah Says deck is a Sarah Kingpin Arrow deck. Patriot deck, chat? We thinking Patriot deck? Is this a Wonger's middle angle followed by White Tiger or Dr. Doom? Or potentially an Odin if we draw it? I think it's a Wonger's middle to set up White Tiger for some Kit Kats. There are 4 cards in my deck, so we're 25% to hit Odin next turn. While Wong is not a pool 1 card, it is worth noting that White Tiger and Odin are pool 1 cards. And we hit the Odin. And the way this works, chat, Odin triggers twice, and each time each of these trigger, they trigger twice. So Wong, Tiger, Odin actually makes 4 more cats here. So we're gonna add 14 left and 14 right here. I actually think I'm not supposed to snap because I think our opponent's far enough behind that if we snap, they'll fold, and this way they might limp in for 1 more cube. Generally speaking, snapping on the last turn when you're in a strong position and your opponent can see that is wrong because you'll push weaker hands out. Opponent snaps. I'm in for 8. Let's go. Come and get it. Once they make an indication that they think their hand is strong, all bets are off. Let's go. Giggity, Shrek, get wrecked. Thanks for the cubes, friend. Ew.
Victory.
Yeah, the things that discard cards from your hand when you're not expecting it are pretty brutal. Okay, I think with Wongers drawn, we don't wave, and I'm just gonna Thor middle, and then we'll like Wong into Nidvaler here, and then we'll have White Tiger into Nidvaler. I think I just Wong.
Assemble.
I think I Wasp here because I want the flexibility to play an Odin here if we draw it. Our hands are going to swap, but we get 1 draw step off our deck.
I am Iron Man. Mjolnir, to me! Mjolnir, to me!
Alright. So we've lost Nidvaler. They've lost Kiln. Is 20 enough to win Mindscape? Yeah, definitely. It messes up the least. So, this deck never plays Wasp on 1. You're basically always holding on to this until like the last turn or until you have a Lockjaw to throw it to. Yeah, whew, we're up to almost 1,000 people. It's great to see people pumped for this game. It deserves every bit of the hype. Central Park is a location that's kind of medium for our deck. Our deck is very board space hungry, and getting some of it clunked up like this is a little bit of an oof. That being said, Central Park does make our Black Widow a touch better, because not only does this Widow Bite deny our opponent at least one draw, but it also means they have to play this 0 power card out to their board and take up some dead space. That's true. They are a destroy deck, so if they have Carnage, that's pretty good. I wonder if I'm supposed to play Wasp out into Murray Isle to get her building up. It's a lot there now. Super rewarded for holding on to the Wasp, just like we drew it up. All right, Lockjaw, fetch. Honestly, all the 1-drops dying here is great for us. All right, so Wave says all cards cost 4 this turn. Death incoming, not necessarily. So the opponent looks to be playing a deck that we played earlier that was not playing Death. Obviously that could be in the range of things, but the Mr. Sinister that they're playing, I think, is indicative that they could be deathless. So my deck currently has 4 cards in it. They are Thor, Doctor Doom, Wasp. So I probably don't want a Lockjaw while there's still a Wasp in my deck, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and play Wong left, I think. I could Hobgoblin Atlantis, that's true. Yeah, maybe that's ideal. Wait, they Carnage their Murray Isle? That's gotta be wrong. Yeah, maybe they thought it was Venom. Okay, so Doctor Doom is one of the 3 cards in my deck. So I think we Jubilee here, because she grabs a random card from my deck, and then she slips in off the Lockjaw and grabs another card out of my deck. I don't think I snap here, because I think we're far enough ahead that they might leave if I snap, so I think I'm going to try and get them for 1 more cube here. Doombots, ippy up my Doombots. Really love these Doombots, whipping up some Doom. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that explains the Carnage play. They were trying to set up the Taskmaster.
Victory.
Hey, thanks to one of the awesome folks that made it all the way to the end of the video. Remember, if you want to see more stuff like this here, smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'm absolutely loving all things Marvel Snap, and I'd love to do more of this, and your support makes that possible. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back again real soon for more Snap content here on YouTube.